Hello and welcome to this episode of Cosmic Crow Tarot, where today the Zombie Tarot is going to be sharing its message with us. Now you can see the decks right here. It's an awesome little deck. You can tell like which side's upright and which one's reversal, but that's okay. This deck is really awesome, and I can't wait to see what it shares with us. We're going to do that spread that I really like to do. We've changed the name of it a little bit. We've got the where we are, where we're headed, and then the advice we have as we move towards that future. So it is the same kind of spread that I always do, and it's really nice to have this like general advice, this insight and this guidance that can move us forward. And as we go through the deck, I really just want to thank our guides, thank the universe, the powers that be, however you want to see it. I want to thank them for giving me this voice to share with you, to give us this insight, inspiration, empowerment, or even caution these powers that be think that we need to know, so we can make the best of the lives forward of us. It's always important to look at where we are now. It's important to reflect on where we've been, and it's important to have like advice and guidance to give us what we need as we move forward, because every day is up to change. It's never set in stone, and we have the control. As humans, we have free will, and that's what makes being humans is awesome. We have that ability to make the choices that we want to make. We have that power to go where we want to go, and we have the ability to make the best of the lives that we have. So we have these nice little piles that get kind of a little chaotic there. We've got them all shuffled and everything like that. We're going to do one card at a time. We're going to see what they have to share. So the here and now, where we are presently, is what we're going to do now, and it's this guy. It's this guy right here. Now, he is reversed. We can tell that right there, but I'm not a fan of reading reversals. I feel like reversals are more of like mindsets, a block. Just as we are able to turn the card upright to get that message, we are able to turn those mindsets upright too. But we're going to kind of look at it, see what the reversal. Well, first we're going to look at the Three of Wands right there for the upright. But it's the fact that it came up reversed kind of things you think we don't believe in ourselves enough. We don't think that we can go after our dreams. We doubt that. This is the card that follows the should I stay or should I go card of the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands is the predecessor of this Three of Wands. It's the choice card, making the choice. See all the zombies right here? All the zombies are ready to go into this party. They've made a choice. They're following their own fires, and they're going after these people who are also making their own choice. They don't care that everything is going into chaos, that there's zombies out and all that good stuff. They're still doing what they have decided they want to do. They don't care what anybody else is doing. They're following their own path. They've made their choice, and they're celebrating this awesome energy that they have just because they're being themselves. Now, on the flip side, yes, there is danger here. You see all the zombies coming, but the zombies are doing pretty much the same thing that these characters right here inside this house are doing. They're doing what they want to do. They're following their own unique path, and that is the beauty of the Three of Wands. If you didn't know, now you know. This is my favorite card of the entire tarot because it's about making the choice. Remember, it follows the Two of Wands. So should I stay or should I go? And that aspect, you're making the choice to go for it. Now, when we think of should I stay or should I go, we think of traveling or moving or doing things like that, but that's not the only energy that is there. It's making that choice. Do I believe I can go after this dream? Do I believe I can follow this fire and this inspiration and follow my dreams? Do I believe in myself enough to take that chance and go for it? And these characters, both of which are doing that exact thing. They're making that choice to go after their ideas. They found what lights their inner fires, and they're going to do it. And the fact that there's others with them, it shows that beauty that the Three of Wands really is. That energy that when you follow what you're passionate about, when you let that light within shine like nothing else, then you inspire others to go and do it as well. You inspire others to follow their own freak flags and just be true to who they are. So no matter who you are, where you are in your life, if you have something that you are passionate about, if you have that fire that just burns for something that you just want to do, don't be afraid to go for it. Life is short. Make the choice to follow that fire. Now, as I said, this card did come up reversed. We can tell that easily because the little genie dude, genie zombie right there, or whatever he is, fortune telling zombie, he's upside down there. So when we think about this card in reverse, we think about that doubt and that anxiety. We are afraid to make that choice, afraid to go after our passionate ideas, afraid to step out of our comfort zones and go for what we want to go for. Now, the astrological correspondence with this 3, which we talk about the 3 energy right there too. The 3 energy is the Empress of the major arcana. It's creativity and creation itself. When we make that choice to follow our fires, we are beginning to create the lives that we're passionate about. Now, the astrological correspondence to this card is Aries. So I believe it's the second decan of Aries. So it's right there at the beginning of April, April 1st to about April 11th. No, that's a time of April Fool's Day. You think about those people that are just fools for what they want to achieve. They like to play tricks on other people and things like that. They're weird and they're proud, and it's just fun and just something just to make life a little bit more interesting. Now, the Aryan energy of this 3 of Wands tells us, let that fire lead us. Aries is the leader of the zodiac. It's the one that brings the spring equinox and leaves the winter behind. So taking that time to really decide, the winter times is a great time to sit and reflect, decide what we want to achieve, and let that fire move us forward. Don't be a zombie. Don't let life just make you think that you can't do anything, or society make you think that you can't do anything. Follow your own fire. Let that party soul come out and just enjoy life. The more you let that freak flag fly, the more you follow your own inner fire, the more life is going to be enjoyable and interesting, and the more you're going to inspire others in the process. So wonderful card to begin us with. Even if it was reversed, stop that doubt. Stop being indecisive. Follow the path that feels right to you and let that inner fire lead you to where you want to be. Should we see now where it is that fire can lead us when we're able to take that, turn it upright, and believe in ourselves and let that fire lead us? Where might that lead us? Let's do these do not want to do upright, do they? But we're going to go with this one right here because he's like staring directly at me. So we're going to go with him. Ooh, and it's the 5 of Hazards. The 5 of Hazards is a card, it's the Pentacles in other decks, Hazards, Pentacles, because Pentacles can cause hazards, Pentacles, money, that kind of thing, can also keep us from having hazards as well. But this is interesting, and it's a little bit of caution after that 3 of Wands. Maybe there's reason we should be indecisive, a little bit of doubt in there. Take that time to learn as we sit there and think about where we want to go. Those free flags can take us far, those fires can take us far, that Aries energy, that leader of the zodiac, when we believe in ourselves and our worth and we take those fires and let them lead us, they can lead us somewhere wonderful. But this 5 of Hazards appearing here in the future suggests there might be some more to it, because this is the card of finding ourselves down on our luck, like worrying about where the next dollar might come from, like worrying about finances and things like that. And it might be real. It might be that we lose a little bit of finances, that we find ourselves down in our luck if we take that chance and follow that fire. But more often than not, this 5 of Hazards or 5 of Pentacles talks about that fear, that worry that we're going to lose on our finances, that worry that we're not going to know where the next meal is going to come from or next bill is going to be paid. We're more worried than anything. And that goes back to that reversal of that 3 of Wands, that energy of doubting our ability to make the choices we want, doubting that inner fire and doubting that decisiveness within us, and we're afraid to go, so we're going to stick there and be zombies. That worry really can turn into something negative if we move forward. Let's talk about the law of attraction for a minute here. The more we focus on the bad, the more we focus on that worry that we're going to be down on our luck, that things aren't going to go in our favor, then those powers that be that are talking through the cards right now with us say, oh, well, that's what they want. They want to be miserable. They want to be down on their luck. They want to not know where the next meal or the next bill money is going to come from. And that energy there, that worry, is going to make that happen more often than it wouldn't otherwise. So on the flip side, if you were to focus on the positive, knowing that 5, their change and transformation, you have the power to change that future, to change that situation, and be, what's the opposite of down on your luck? Up on your luck? So the more you focus on the good, the more you believe that you are worthy of that success, that wealth, and worthy of finding success and wealth with that passion, the more chance you have of achieving it. Now, the 5 of Hazards appearing in the future, that, like I said, would be a message of caution, keep a little nest egg for ourselves. If we're going to jump into something else and leave behind what we know, making the choice to move away from what we're used to with that should I stay or should I go energy of the 2 that precedes the 3, that could lead to this situation. That's why it's important to think things through first. Arian energy, they might be the leaders of the zodiac. They might be unafraid to follow their inner fires, but they're also risk takers. They're not afraid to go for it, even if they don't have all the answers yet. It's important to take that time and really think things through so we can find the answers we need and save that money, because the card that precedes the 5 of hazards is the 4 of hazards or 4 of pentacles, and that card does remind us to hold on to our money for a rainy day. So having a little bit of money saved as we make that choice to follow our inner fires can keep us from finding ourselves in this situation of the 5 of pentacles or 5 of hazards. Like I said, this 5 is the halfway point of the suit of material happiness and financial success. So it's very much change and transformation, the Hierophant of the major arcana. So you have that energy of following your own path and knowing that you're not alone, even when you find yourself down on your luck. Therein lies the silver lining of this 5. But seeing yourself, like even if you're down on your luck, finding those people that just know where you are. They've been there too, so they've got your back. And we talked about the 3 of Wands right there. When you follow your own fire, your inner fire, then you find the people that want to follow theirs too, and you inspire them in the process. So both of these cards have that energy of others have our backs. We are not alone in this situation. The more that we believe in ourselves, the more that we follow our own unique paths, and the more we inspire others, when we find ourselves down on our luck with nowhere to turn, there's going to be those people that want to help us. There's going to be those people that feel like they've been there too, and they have the answers we need to keep going. So change the mindset. Both of these, because this one was reversed too, the reversal, this one wasn't reversed. But that energy there, changing that mindset, believing in ourselves, feeling grounded, safe, and comfortable in our own skin. So even if we do find ourselves down on our luck in the future, which, life is a game of chutes and ladders, so when you go up the ladder, you might shoot right back down to lack of success and all of that and feeling down in our luck. Remember, the ladder to go back up is right there waiting when we're able to change the mindset and keep going no matter what life throws at us. Now, this one was connected to Aries. This one is connected to Taurus. It's 5, 6, 7, first decan, second decan, third decan. So this one is right after Aries season is over. So we're talking about April 20th to the end of April into May. So that energy right there, reminds us to stay grounded and stay focused. So even if we do find ourselves down in our luck when we have followed those passions and those fires, we can keep going. Don't fear the future. Take control, have that passion and then enthusiasm and that inner fire help you lead you to where you want to be, to change your story and change your situation for the better. And even if you find yourself down on your luck when you move forward, that doesn't mean that is the end. You've got those people that have your back. You are not alone, and you have the power to change that situation whenever you see fit. Now, I did make that sound kind of advicey right there, but where you're headed, when you're going, you need that little bit of advice because you don't know what the future holds. And this says have caution, have that money saved up, have that passion continue to take you, but have that little bit of backup there so you don't find yourself down on your luck. Now let's move forward to the advice position right there. The advice position, it's this one. This is the one that's calling to me this time. He's upright too, and what is he but the Ace of Wands? So that goes right back to that one we began with. Those ideas that we're passionate about, the passion and that fire that infuels us, that takes us forward. There's the bone. The powers that be are handing us the bone, just like the we hand the dog a bone and he goes to town just chewing on it because that's what he wants to do. The powers that be are handing us that bone. They're telling us, whatever idea we have, yeah, it might lead us to some negative times at first, but what doesn't kill us makes us stronger, and we're able to change our situations and keep going. We can make this ace into something wonderful. So whatever idea you have, whatever passionate thing you want to do, this ace says go for it. To take that opportunity, to take that bone, to take that idea, to take that passion and that inner fire within you to go for whatever you want. Now, this one might have been connected to Taurus, and this one might have been connected to Aries, but aces and pages of the tarot, they don't have specific signs or zodiacs to connect them. They do connect to the sign related to their element, though. So this wands right here, this suit of, or beginning of the suit of wands, is very much connected back to that Aries energy. So it says, don't be afraid to go for it. Don't be afraid to let that fire lead. It's also connected to the fixed fire sign of the zodiac, too, of Leo. So it reminds you not to be afraid to shine. You know, you might find yourself down on your luck, but ask for help if you get there. Shine your light and you just be confident. Even if you do find yourself down on your luck, don't give up and let that fire lead you. Stay a little bit stubborn. Be a little bit fixated on what you want. And the more passionate you are about something, the more you can leave behind those negative feelings and those negative situations, and the more you can get yourself out of the hole if you find yourself there. But the Ace of Wands, like that energy there with Leo, you know, that's not afraid to shine. That energy of Aries connected to it. It's not being afraid to go for what you want, even if you don't have all the answers yet. And of course, there's the mutable fire of the zodiac too. That is Sagittarius. Sagittarius learns everything they can, and they remain optimistic in the face of chaos. Yes, there's a lot of chaos in life. Life is full of chaos, right? And they found themselves down on their luck too. But so Sagittarius knows the importance of learning from where they've been and learning everything they can in the process. This is the archer of the zodiac. They're the one sign of the zodiac that has the bow and arrow, that has the weapon they need to aim for the stars. And even if they don't achieve their destination with their bow and arrow shooting for the stars, they still learn from the experience. So learn from these experiences. When we find ourselves down on our luck, look around. See the people that are there that have been there too. Be able to share our stories and remain optimistic no matter what life throws at us. Because if we focus, like we talked about with the law of attraction, if we focus on what we want to achieve, if we focus on the good and what we want in our lives, then the powers that be share that light with us. They share that positivity and that joy. Now, on the flip side, if we just focus on this worry that there's going to be down on our luck, you know, not as much money as we might have had, we just focus on that. And the powers that be believe, you know, oh, that's what they wanted. They wanted to be down on their luck. But if we change that mindset and we keep going and we begin believing in that passion and the passion and the ideas we have, and we take those ideas and we run with them, taking action on them, embracing our inner magicians, then there's no telling where it can lead us. This future is absolutely up to change, and we have the power to change it when we believe in ourselves and let those passions lead us. So the Ace of Wands is our advice card, just tells us that the more passionate we are about something, the more we want to begin it, the more we believe in it and take action on those ideas, the farther we can go. So let that inner fire lead us in the present, make the choice. And if we find ourselves down on our luck in the future, change those mindsets that we're just going to stay there and believe we can get better. And then, of course, the advice is it all begins with an idea. Everything in life begins with an idea. So make the choice to believe in that idea and lead ourselves to better times in this future tells us. Now, bottom of the deck isn't so positive either, but you know, it's still there. It's overall energy, or at the very least something we may not have had before. And there it is, the good old Ten of Swords, the card of feeling so uncontrollable of our minds that we just want to throw in the towel, lay down and die. Don't give up. This 10, this is the completion of the suit of the mind, so things are going to change. And all of these cards are of the minor arcana, so it's little daily life lessons. It's the things that just make us want to scream, for lack of a better word, because that 10 of Wands is very much that mind of ours just pulling us under. Now, this illustration is kind of chaotic and everything. When we think of the Rider-Waite Smith of this illustration, the dude's laying there with a bunch of swords in his back, but the sun is rising or setting. He's on a beach. You know, it's over. It's done. This chapter is ending, so something else can begin. Now, 10, that relates to the Wheel of Fortune of the Major Arcana. It's spinning the wheel and beginning the next chapter. It's letting go of the pain of the past and being able to move forward, having that confidence in our minds, and just taking those swords out of our back and believing in ourselves. This is the suit of the mind. So even though it feels like we want to give up, we want to lay down and die, all the zombies are after us, we just don't want to go anymore. Just to spin the wheel and begin the next chapter. Take those ideas and do something about it. Yes, the future might be dark and gloomy. The future might have us down on our luck, but there's no telling where it can lead us if we just keep going and we change those mindsets and believe that we can take these ideas, these passionate ideas, and make our lives what we want it to be. Don't let the vultures in life, the zombies in life, make us think that we can't. Don't let that voice within tell us that we're stuck, that we're going to just throw in the towel and give up. Don't give up. Trust ourselves. Trust our minds. Believe that we have what it takes to succeed. Free ourselves from the prisons of doubt. Pick ourselves back up. Spin the wheel and begin the next chapter of our stories with confidence. Ten of Swords is astrologically connected to Gemini. Gemini is the mutable air sign of the zodiac, and I feel like since it's the sign of twins, they're the ones that are most confident in themselves and their minds. So passion, and a little bit of grounding energy there with the 5, to stay in control and grounded and everything. And the suit of the mind right here with this 10 says trust our minds too. Don't let those minds overwhelm us. When we feel like all the zombies are after us, that life is stressing us out, that we're worried that we're going to find ourselves down on our luck, then we're going to doubt ourselves and those ideas we have. But when we take control of our lives, when we take control of our minds, when we pull all those swords out of our backs and we keep going, then life can turn out in our favor and we can make our lives what we want it to be. So the suit of the sword is the completion of the suit of the mind right here says that our minds can be our greatest enemies. Our minds can fill us with worry. But when we pick ourselves back up and we keep going, then the future can be whatever we want it to be. So that is our actual reading right there. Don't give up. Keep going, spin that wheel, take that chance, and take that bone, that idea, that passionate idea by letting your free flag fly and inspiring others in the process. And your future can be better than the future that we see right here with the 5 of Hazards, because you're not alone. You're never alone, and you have the power to change your life for the better. Now we're going to set these aside because I have one more thing to share with you before we complete this. And that's the good old dice, because I haven't done this for a while. So we're going to see what numbers want to come up for us now to send us on our way. One flew off the camera. There we go. 1 and double 4s. So begin seeing ourselves as the strong foundations that we are. There's a magician within all of us. The power to take our ideas and run with them, to believe in ourselves, to make our lives what we want them to be. So whatever you want to be again, don't be afraid to begin it. Yes, the future might be dark when we first start, but everybody has to start somewhere. And the more we find ourselves on the bottom, you think when you're on the bottom, there's nowhere to go but up. So begin finding that confidence, begin believing in ourselves and taking what we want to do and going for it, taking action on our passion and ideas, because we are those strong foundations we need to be. And when we see ourselves as those strong foundations that we are, then we can begin creating the strong foundations that we're passionate about. So that 4 doubles that with that 4, and that shows that power, that strong foundation that we are when we believe in our own self and our own ideas. Now 4, that's heart, body, mind, and soul all combined. Our hearts are invested. Our inner fires are invested. Our minds are invested. We're grounded, we're focused, and we know how strong we are and how capable we are. Now together, all of these combine to make 9. 9 is the number of the hermit, containing the energy of all the numbers that have come before it. So all those lessons learned of the past, all the things that we've experienced in our past, all those times we may have found ourselves down on our luck before, that energy is still with us. Those lessons are still with us. So whatever you want to achieve, believe that you have the power to do it. See yourself as that strong foundation, and you're going to be able to create that strong foundation that you want. Do not doubt yourself. Believe you have it. Take control of your mind. Let that inner fire lead you, and you can lead yourself wherever you want to be. As always, I want to thank you for watching this. I hope that you enjoyed it and it gave you the inspiration you need, as well as a little bit of caution, to think things through so you don't end up in that 5 of Pentacles energy. If you want a personal reading with this deck or any deck in my collection, then feel free to comment on this video, message me on either of the socials, or simply book one directly on my website. As always, again, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again in the next one.